Hey, Grand Elevation, Darts family, Queen Mother Francesca Abbey here. Um, I'm just somewhere relaxing, unwinding, recharging. I just needed to get away for a moment, and just be alone with myself and my ancestors. You may hear some noise in the background. It's Saturday night, and I'm not in a party mood, but evidently a lot of people are, where I am right now. So it's all good, It's not, I hope the music is not going to bother you too. I'm trying to do this live, and I can't go and tell the party people to tone it down. I don't live here, you know. But welcome to my darts channel, Diaspora and African Repatriation Tourism Service, as well as Dynamic Artist Renaissance Tea Socials. Um, I'm not sipping tea today. I just came on live because I wanted to just connect with you guys and see what do you do. Ask you, what do you do when you're highly stressed and just about to reach your breaking point? Where do you go to recharge and reconnect? And reconnect with Mother Nature, recharge, um, and just rejuvenate yourselves. Where do you go, or what do you do? You know, uh, Painting does it for me. Sculpting, beadwork, making waist beads, making beaded jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, anklets, whatever. Um, but and that's normally that does it for me. This time, this level of stress that I'm under right now, I needed to just get away from my normal environment and be somewhere with nice surroundings. Let's just put it that way. Nice, beautiful surroundings. And as you can see, I'm not in my usual space. No red couch, no red curtains. This is something a little bit different. But as soon as I got here, I mean, getting here was stressful enough, you know, traveling through traffic. It took almost an hour and a half to get here from where I was resting. And now I'm here. And as soon as I got in my room, well, my room was upgraded because the other room, the refrigerator didn't work, and the light fixture in the ceiling, the bulb was missing, so they upgraded me to another room, which is freaking fabulous. Hey, it's fabulous. It's beautiful. I wasn't expecting a bathtub, but I'm going to enjoy the bathtub. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to enjoy this bathtub. Um, they have a hot tub outside. Ooh, hot tub. But I mean, getting in a big giant bathtub with a bunch of strangers that may or may not have bathed, you know. Yeah, I was gonna do that, and they sell, but they didn't have any of my size, you know. Funny thing, when I was 200 pounds, I couldn't find anything in my size. Now I'm under 100 pounds, and I still can't find anything in my size. Oh, so it's okay. You know what? Getting in the hot tub is overrated. Like I said, with a bunch of strangers that you don't know them, you know. So I'll just get in the bathtub and pretend I'm in the hot tub. And I don't have to put on a bathing suit to get in the bathtub. And just soak my body, soak my bones, melt away my troubles. And believe me, I am going through some troubles. And I didn't come over here on this live to trouble you and worry you about my problems. But I mean, because we all have problems from one time to another, at one time or another. We all have problems. But for me to do what I did this week, let me see, when did I split on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, you know what? I got to get out. I just got to get out. So, no, actually, it was Friday morning. Yeah, Friday. Well, Thursday. Yeah, well, yeah, something like that. Anyway, something like that. Anyway, I just needed to get away, and I got an opportunity. I just needed to get away, and I got an opportunity to get away, and I seized it. You know, I have not done this in years. I have not, just taken liberty to just get away and treat myself to healing. And I'm glad that I did. I'm really glad I made this decision. I'm not sorry at all. And I want to encourage anyone that is going through the level of stress that I'm going through. Please treat yourself well while you still can, while you're still above ground, at least. Because when you're pushing up daisies and you're thinking back, it's like, oh, I should have did this. I should have, would have, could have. You didn't do it. So yeah, I'm gonna be here for a couple of days, maybe a couple more days after that. If I feel like it, I may extend my stay. Uh, yeah. So I'm in the process of looking for an apartment. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking to move away from the cottage in Coco Vite and move somewhere where I can have better access to transportation, better access to food. And I don't mean like KFC and chop bars or anything, you know. I mean like food that's going to heal my body, because I know since I lost the weight, I had been feeling so weak and not myself. And I know it's because I hadn't been eating right. And mainly because where I was living in Cocobite was what some people would call a food desert. And a food desert is like living in a place where you can't get access to healthy, organic, raw food, or something that you actually want to put in your body that's going to heal you and nourish you, as opposed to I shop in ShopRite or whatever. Or was I supposed to say that? Shop in the supermarkets, I should say. But they're normally, even when I was in the US, when you go to the supermarket, those big store supermarkets, the fresh produce smells like dead animal. I kid you not. It smells bad. It looks bad. And it's got like little gnats flying all around it. I'm like, oh, I'm not eating that. Ew. So, they have those similar supermarkets here, but then they have these little street vendors, local vendors, that are on the roadside that have fresh, like farm fresh vegetables and fruits. And I think I want to eat raw for some time now. My best buddy from the Higher Elevation channel and from the Afrocentric Home Decor channel, and oh, and her channel, she got so many channels, but her, Lisa Marie Goodson. I call her Queen Mother the homie. She was so wonderful. and so kind to open up her home to me when I needed to get away. And I enjoyed being there for the time that I was there. And I'm going back. I'm just here temporarily where I am right now, temporarily. And just to, like I said, unwind and decompress, de stress, whatever. And then I will go back there and continue to unwind and decompress and de stress. So, yeah, but I need to move to a place where I can gain access to really healthy raw vegetables and fruits, organic, if possible, and farm fresh if possible. And that's what I want to put in my body. Now that I have this new body, this under 100 pounds, body, but I'm not physically fit. I'm thin, but I'm not physically fit. I need to work out. I need to, I used to bodybuild back in the day, and I need to get back to that again because I lost the weight so fast that my skin did not catch up with what's missing inside of it. So I need to tone up and tighten up and, build some muscle and some volume in some places and trim it down a little bit in other places. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. I'm trying to move to a place where I can make that happen. And it needs to be close to, like I said, transportation, close to produce, fruits and vegetable stands. And of course, I want to be close to the mall. Hey, I'm a mall rat. What can I say? No, not. I don't want to say mall rat. I like West Hills Mall because they have, the what do you call it? The health food store in there. I can't remember the name of the health food store, but it's an awesome health food store, and I'm just so thankful to have one anywhere in the vicinity. Where I can get my soap. I like the peppermint black soap. I like that a lot because here in Ghana hot. Ghana's hard, but it's also hot. Well, Africa is hot, and what do you expect? But the African soap, the peppermint scented black soap, man, you take a bath with that, and I'm gonna tell you, you're like a walking personal air conditioner. You don't feel any heat for the whole day once especially if you wash your hair with it. Oh man, nice. Wash your hair and wash your body with it. Oh, you're a walking cool breeze for real. For the rest of the day. And if you watch, you come home from a hard day's work or whatever, or a hard day in traffic or whatever in the heat, and you come home and take a shower or a bath with that, mm, sleep like a baby, nice and cool. So yeah, I want a place where I can go and have access to all that I need to make myself happy and comfortable and improve the quality of my life. That's what anybody would want. I'm pretty sure everybody wants it, but I think everybody actually goes after it as hard as some, and I'm one of those people. I never really knew that, as an adult, that I was entitled to treat myself well. I'm 67 years old. This is 2022. I went on my first vacation ever in 2014. And that's a shame. That's a real shame. I just I guess I don't know if I was looking for permission from whoever or wherever. I just never thought that I should just try to go somewhere and relax, So, but now I do. Um, even okay, where did I go? 2014. I went with about six young ladies, well, five other young ladies, because I think it was six of us. We went to a resort in Florida. First time ever for me. I mean, these ladies, they've probably been there before, been to other resorts and everything before, but that was the first time for me. And I was like, how old was I? I don't remember. Um, I might have been 59 or something like that. Yeah, maybe 59. Going on my first vacation ever. Shame, shame, shame. But hey, it's never too late to start. You know, I had a blast. I had a blast. Ooh, man. It was a nice resort. They had, a nice, and it was in the States, down in Florida, actually. And they had what was it, like an outdoor, I don't know what to call it, a lazy river. That's what it was. That's what it was called, a lazy river. I don't know if any of you have been to the Poconos before, and they have the lazy indoor lazy river. And because in the Poconos, it gets cold in the winter, so they put the lazy river indoors. And the lazy river is basically a flow of water that goes around like a carousel, and you jump in an inner tube, and you just lay there and float, and enjoy the ride. If you well, back then I was kind of chubby. I was not kind of chubby. I was very chubby, and getting I had to get one butt cheek in the inner tube at a time. I think I needed two inner tubes. Get one butt cheek in one and one butt cheek in the other. But no, we managed to pinch my butt cheeks together and squish them down into the hole in the inner tube, and then I was stuck in there and was able to float down the lazy river. And every now and then, when you float past this pirate ship, it would shoot a cannon of water on you, and I mean, it was just nice. But it was indoors. It could be snowing, raining, sleeting, hailing outside, but the indoors in the Poconos was the temperature was controlled, but it had all glass walls, so you could see everything going on outside. So this one in Florida was not like that. It was all outdoors because what, it doesn't rain, well, it rains, but it doesn't sleet or snow or get really cold in Florida. So they had theirs outdoors, and it was much bigger, and oh, it was so nice. And they had the swim up bar and aqua aerobics, which we did every morning reluctantly. Like, I ain't come here to work. I came here to play. But my nieces insisted, Auntie, you need to come and do this aqua aerobics with us at 9 crappy in the morning. I was gonna say a different word, but I'm trying to keep it clean tonight. So like, it's fun. It was really fun. We did that every day for the whole week that we were there, every morning about 9 o'clock in the morning. And then our reward, we went and had a nice little light breakfast and did a little shopping and hung out at the pool for the rest of the day until it was time to eat dinner and go party, go change and freshen up and go party. And that was all 7 days of that. I had a blast. Then that was 2014. Then 2016. I mean, it's like, what have I been wasting my time all my life struggling and suffering and not even thinking about treating myself well? So 2016, another six of us, some of the same girls and some different ones, family members and friends, family friends. Was it no, this was all family members. This is 2016. Yeah, 2014 it was family members and family friends, but in 2016 it was all family members, and three of us were celebrating our birthdays. My older sister was she was celebrating her 70th birthday. Yeah, her 70th birthday, and I was celebrating my 60th birthday, and my oldest niece was celebrating her 50th birthday. And our birthdays were not all in that same month, but they were either in that same year or just getting ready to turn. My sister's birthday was at the end of the year, like, and then my birthday was at the beginning of the following year, and my niece's birthday was towards, not as close to the end of the year, but we went during her birthday month. Yeah, so we had a blast. We had a natural blast. We went to the Caribbean. We went to the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and oh man, it's a long time. I can't remember. We went to five different Caribbean islands, but it was so much fun. I had a blast, and I know everybody did. Food was good on the ship and everything. That was my first cruise. I'd never been on a cruise before. Never even dreamed that I would ever go on a cruise in this lifetime. But they made it. The cruise lines made it so easy to do when they had kind of like a layaway plan for the cruise. And not only for the cruise, but I had to fly down to, where did I have to fly to? I had to fly to Florida, fly down to Florida. I was able to pay for everything on like a layaway plan, and that was never possible in the past. It's like back in the day, if you didn't have that lump sum money, you ain't going nowhere. You might go back in your room and sit down. But so that was really, really nice to be able to afford to do that over a period of time. It took me 2 years to save, and pay on it, pay on it, pay on it. But we got it done, and we all got it done, and we went and we had a good time, a really good time. Then I got addicted. I was like, oh, this is so much fun. I got to do it again. I went again on another cruise in 2018, and that was fun too. A different set of family members came with me. This time it was just three of us, though. It wasn't six of us, it was only three of us. Actually, my nephew in Chicago and his wife, and myself. And we had a blast, different cruise line, even, but it was still nice. And then in 2019, I was done with cruises. Cruises are nice, but if anybody that knows me, that I'm a beach person. I love the beach. And having not really been on that many cruises, I didn't realize it was going to take days before you actually see some beach. So all you see is miles and miles and miles, might as well say acres and acres of ocean. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm tired of looking at the ocean. I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to sit up under the sun with my feet in the sand and my butt in the ocean. So how are we going to do this? So 2019, instead of going on a cruise, I went to another resort, and this time it was somewhere um, in the Caribbean. And ooh, baby, that was, I can't think of another word other than blast, but it was great. Oh boy. And I'm so glad that I got it all in before the C word hit, because I don't know if anything is ever going to go back to the way it was before, where we could just travel freely without, nose diaper and a nose face condom or whatever you want to refer to it as, and without social distance protocol and all of that stuff. I am so glad I got my few little cruises and couple little resorts in, vacations in before things got ridiculous with for travelers. And I think also I'm here in Ghana. I'm still here in Ghana. If I didn't mention it earlier. Um, and I think those trips, those little trips that I went on, the first resort, then two cruises, then the second resort, that prepared me to make this journey, this repatriation from the US to Ghana. I have to turn this AC down. I am freezing. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, oh man, this is so far away. Trying to get this AC remote. It is freezing in here. Oh, I like my outfit here. Ooh, up a little bit here. Yeah, I sewed this outfit. Believe it or not, this was all like a head wrap, and I made a skirt and a top and a little headband. That's I bring my clothes with me to Ghana, and when I started losing the weight, the clothes that I did bring didn't fit me anymore. So I started taking my head wraps and making outfits out of them. If you like, let me see if I can do a little show you a little bit more. Uh, yeah. So that's what that is. And it's still fat clothes. I haven't purchased any clothes since I've been here, and I probably now that I'm trying to move, of course, I'm not going to buy any clothes. Let me see if I can. I don't know how to work this thing. Um, I'm just gonna keep pushing this button until it gets warmer in here. 4:30 a.m. No, that's wrong. Um, why is that wrong? How about that? There, I just turned it off. So just for a little while, I'll turn it back on when I get out of the bath. Anyway, yeah. So what I was saying is that those little trips inspired me to make this big trip because I was like, I had never been anywhere before. So, which means I never booked any travel before. I never booked a hotel and airline ticket and ground transportation and never had to apply for a visa and all. Well, actually, I went to Ghana in 1988, but someone did all of that for me. I didn't have to do anything but show up at the airport and pick up my ticket. And I was in the military, and it was the same thing back in 79. Excuse me, I went to boot camp. Let me get some water. um be right back with you. Yes, I even treated myself to some alkaline water. Oh my goodness, this stuff is so good. um Compliments of Chief Nomo Oasis alkaline water. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious and refreshing. Mm, mm. I bought two of these bottles. I should have purchased more, but maybe I'll get some more. Uh, well, it won't be that water, but it'll be some more water. Period. Because, like I said, this was an impromptu move. I wasn't even planning on coming here, but I'm here. It's like a last minute decision. Yeah, so it inspired me to come here because I said, well, if I can book a trip, to go on a cruise or to go on to a resort, everything actually went smoothly, then why can't I book a trip to Africa and stay there? you know, I even from Well, just looking at magazines of resorts and postcards and everything, I've always liked the way, especially spa resorts look. Yes, I'm rubbing myself. I'm very cold. I'm looking for a blanket right now. I'm about to put this thing. put this over me until it gets warmer in here. I am so cold. I turned the AC up because when I got here earlier, it was freezing. I mean, no, it wasn't freezing here, and like I said, it took about almost an hour and a half to get here. From I was hanging out in a crowd with Queen Mother, the homie, and we went to the WEB Dubois Center. My first time there. I'd never been there before, and ooh, very nice. But the weather was looking kind of shady looking. It was looking ominous out there, like it was getting ready to throw down. And so, and she had bought some. She purchased some sorbet, so I know she had to hurry up and get that home before it melted. And I had a check-in time at 3 p.m., so I was hurrying up to get here, but I didn't get here till like 4:45. Four, yeah, like 4:45. Yeah, but it's okay. It's all good. I'm here, and I wanted to jump on and do this live with you guys. So yeah, when I booked this trip to Africa, which I plan to stay and um, live, you know, I was by that time I was like a pro because I had booked all these other little trips. So I was like, yeah, I can do these little trips. I can do something big scale too. Watch me now. Yeah. So, oh man, I mean, even the planning. When we go on trips, we have to remember to enjoy every stage of that journey, the planning, the packing, and the traveling, if you can enjoy it, and then enjoy it while you're there too. And I enjoyed every moment of it. I even enjoyed coming back home from that last resort trip that I went to in the Caribbean, because I'm going to tell you, and I think I've mentioned this before in at least two other videos. Um, I was at this fabulous resort. One of my niece, who's a travel agent, she also had a timeshare at this particular resort in Florida. No, not in Florida, in St. Martin. Excuse me. Yes. I should be a travel agent. Oh man, what I never thought that resorts could fulfill my every fantasy that I ever had of what a resort should be. That resort did it for me. Oh man, hey, my room, my I guess it was like a studio suite, because it had, of course, a bed and tables and dresser or whatever, but it and a bathroom and everything, but it had a full kitchen and a blender and pots and pans and dishes and cups and spoons and forks and knives and napkins and paper towels and everything. I'm like, uh-oh. Then they had a grocery store up the road, and you could walk there. So I walked to the grocery store. I bought some groceries to last me for the duration that I was going to be there, and came back and cooked, and I didn't even bring my drum, but because I was debating, I don't want to bring the drum. Do I feel like carrying it? Do I feel like fighting through the airport with it? Because even though the policy is, if you're a professional musician, you can travel with your instrument. Well, you don't travel free. Your instrument travels free. But some people don't read the policy, so they don't know, and they're like, well, you're gonna have to put that somewhere. No, it goes on the plane in the closet along with my walker, please. For free. We don't check musical instruments in the baggage claim. No, we don't do that because they'll get damaged. And they're not gonna replace it or repair it. So I left the drum home. Lo and behold, got to the resort. went and showered, changed into my resort clothes, went outside. There were some local vendors out there selling a drum. Of course I bought it. Do you think? I'm a drummer. And I left my drum home, and the place was live and lit. And I mean, oh, they had music every night. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah, I brought a drum. So my room was right on the beach. You enter through the lobby in your main door, but then on the opposite side of the room was the bay window sliding glass doors, and it slide and you open it up and you're on your patio, and you take 3 steps down, you're on the sand, and you take another 10 or 20 steps, you're in the water. And then you look to the left, side step to the left, big beautiful bar, outdoor cabana type bar and grill. They were grilling out whatever it was. It smelled good. They were grilling, and they had the bar, and then they had a bandstand, and the bands were kicking. And I sat out there with my drum and played with every band every night. And then when the bands were tired of playing, I went and sat on my patio, went and ate some food and drank a little rum or whatever. And I sat on my patio drumming and everything. So whatever time of night, I wasn't disturbing anybody, because people party all night long. And I was just steps away from the bar and the grill, and steps away from the sand. Ah, when I say I was happy to even go home, because I was so partied out. Okay, Parliament Funkadelic say, "Let us in, we'll turn this mother out." Oh, I turned that. They let me in, and I turned it out. Oh, I had a ball. I had a really ball. And but the time that I spent on the beach, I think I mentioned it in a couple of other videos, that vacation changed me. I never came back the same. I was not the same when I went home. And I mean, every stress that I'd ever suffered in my whole entire life came out on that beach during that vacation, in the form of tears and crying and praying and purging and shifting gears, man. I was not the same. But I fell asleep on the beach. I slept for 3 hours, from like midnight to like 3 o'clock in the morning. Woke up on a beach lounge on the beach, and the people were still at the bar partying. The band was playing loud. Nobody could hear me, going through what I was going through. But I woke up different. I cried myself to sleep, and I woke up different. I woke up and said, "I'm going to write a play." And I did. So I started writing my play on the plane on the way home. Now, usually when you go to a nice resort like that, or any nice place where you're just having a blast and a ball, you don't want to go home. Go home? Do I have to? I was so excited to be going home and starting my new life with my new frame of mind, and just recharged and rejuvenated, like I said. And but that was, when was that? That was 2019, and this is 2022. Now, this is when, what is this? March, the end of March in 2022, that I'm recording this video right now. And all that we've been through the C word, which we're not allowed to say for some reason. Everybody else can say it on the news. When we get on YouTube, we can't say it. Go figure. But anyway, that took a toll on not just me, but you and everybody else, because you couldn't go here, you can't go there, you got to put on your face diaper or whatever, and, you know, you can't hug, you can't kiss, you can't go in places without without the face mask and hand sanitizer or whatever. Like, face mask and hand sanitizer ain't never protected people from no disease, but you go along with it because it's protocol. You ain't getting nowhere unless you do it, so you do it. But during lockdowns and everything, I'm pretty sure it left people with a lot of cabin fever, including myself. And so I was, and then being here in Ghana, especially in Kokrobite, in the bush, in my cottage, I felt like I was imprisoned. You know, there was nowhere to go. It's so far away from everything. Taxi cabs couldn't find me, even with GPS. And I was like, you know what? I need to get to the city for a little while and just gallivant and go do stuff, whatever comes to mind. And but I need to get out of that cottage just for a moment. And I did. And I'm glad. And I'm not sorry. Not sorry. And yeah, I'm hoping that you guys will know that it's okay. You don't have to get permission from anybody to do the same thing, and well, you don't know me, but I don't have no money. I got money to pay for this. I'm going to pay for this. I got money to move, make my move and everything whenever the apartment is ready. But in the meantime, I needed, because finding this apartments, looking at apartments, pounding the pavement, going to look at apartment after apartment, negotiating with landlords, and some of them can be so unscrupulous. Believe me, I've been bashed since I even arrived in Ghana in October of 2020. I worked with a really nice company that had all the bells and whistles, and they dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's and had an apartment ready for me, and I had my money ready for the apartment. I get to Ghana and right around the end of October, and I was staying at this very same place that I'm at now, but in the opposite room. I told you I was in the other room, but they upgraded me to this room because the refrigerator didn't work and the light was not working. But same hotel. Oh my, had they grown? Oh, they got fancy, But I um stayed in the hotel. I booked the hotel for 4 days back in October of 2020 when I arrived here. I ended up having to stay for 9 days because the company that had my had my back pretty much, got me here, picked me up at the airport, representative picked me up at the airport, got me to my hotel, and which I had booked myself, but they drove me from the airport to the hotel, dropped me off, came, picked me up the next day, to take me to see the apartment that I was about to pay for, that was brand new build, beautiful apartment. Then the landlord looked at me and was like, "You're a Nigerian." I mean, he didn't say it like that, but he shouted it to me. And then when I spoke to him and he realized that I didn't have a Nigerian accent, I had an American accent. He was like, "We don't want your kind here. Get off my property." So like, and we looked at like 9 more apartments, well, 8 more apartments before we found the ninth one, which took me in. And then that was before we found the ninth one, which took me in. And then that was another nightmare, which is story for another day. Oh, I stayed in that apartment for like 2 months and I could not take the abuse. Had to fight. It took me 8 months to get my money back that I had paid a year in advance for. It took me 8 months to get my money back, but I got it back. And then I moved to Coco Vite. Well, I didn't move to Coco Vite After I got my money back, I moved to Copro Vitae after the 2 months of abuse that I suffered from those landlords, and then moved to Copro Vitae where there's a nice landlord. And but the place was so isolated, and I'm like, I got to move from this place. I got to go somewhere different. So pounding the pavement, looking for apartment after apartment, like I said, negotiating with landlords, or people posing as landlords to collect your money and run, you know. Hmm. Scary, you know, but I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling hopeful that this last resort lead is going to come through. And I feel optimistic that maybe next month, this time, I will be doing my first live in my new apartment. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I'm feeling optimistic that it's going to happen that way. And pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Pray with me. Not just pray for me, pray along with me. Let's pray together that this happens because I need it. I need it. I mean, in Copa Vitae, I was able to relax enough to start painting and writing my autobiography and writing poetry and everything. But the isolation was too much for me. So, but this place that I'm hoping to get into at some point, ooh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's gorgeous. And it's a new build, and they're still working on it, and we'll see how fast I can get in there. I'm anxious, and that anxiety adds to the stress level. Well, negotiating everything adds to the stress level, but the anxiety of wanting to hurry up and get in there and start my new life again, that, and being able to just go and do what I want to do when I want to do it. Don't have to be worried about, can a taxi cab find where I live and pick me up, and am I going to be able to find my way home because there's no landmarks where I live. You hang a left at that brown and white cow over there, and then when you get to the goat, you make a right, and then you see 3 or 4 chickens in front of the building or in front of the compound or whatever. Those are not landmarks. Landmarks are supposed to stay stationary, but I mean, the stationary, you got trees here and you know a bunch of rocks over there. That's no. Mm-mm. I need to be somewhere where I can look at people in addition to, well, you're gonna see chickens and goats everywhere, but I want to see people, you know. So, and stores, not a lot of stores, but the significant places where I need to get my raw fruits and vegetables and household provisions, stuff like that, like a mall, and really, really enjoy my life. And the apartment that I looked at on Monday, this past Monday, you know what you like. And when you see what you like, it sticks with you. It's like, oh, yeah, that's the place right there. I want that. Yep, that one right there. But whoa, what a fight, what a fight, what a fight, what a struggle, what a struggle, what a struggle. But you know what? I believe in positive thinking. I believe in visualization. I believe, and that it's mine. I claim it as mine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and oh man, it's gonna be wonderful. And the same I wish for my sister Lisa Marie Goodson, because she's looking for an apartment. Well, she's looking at an apartment in the same building up above where I'm going to be living, and the two of us together. a dynamite. Oh man, we make a good team. She's more regimented and locked in her lifestyle, and she's I think she's a Leo or something. And I don't know a lot of Leos, but I know that when they set their mind to something, they decide they're going to be regimented. They're really regimented, and they stick to what they plan to do. And I can, to a certain extent, but I'm an Aquarius. I'm an air sign, and I'm like, like I said, when coming here was not planned. I didn't plan to come here. It was a last minute thought, that like, okay, I'm here. I'm here now. And oh God. Mm, well, this is just my first night, so we'll see where it go. We'll see what we end up doing next night, next night, next night. And I'm not going to stay here until I move into my apartment because I have to go back to Copobite and pack, you know, and let my landlord know that, I'm moving and everything. So, and I don't have much to pack. What do I have? I have a bed, a sofa, a stove, and a refrigerator, and a small table and a couple of folding chairs, a folding table and a couple of folding chairs, and my suitcases and some boxes, and that's all I have. And that's okay. Not much to move, you know, cut down on the moving costs. But once I make that happen and get situated in there, I will take my time and build the most beautiful space. Because I'm not a home designer, but I do know what I like that makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel like I'm surrounded by beauty. And so I'm going to work that. Now, I turned this air conditioner off. At least I thought I did. Maybe I was supposed to hold the button down or something. You know, any place I go, oh, okay, off. Okay. Lo and behold, I'm pressing the off button, and that's not working either. Auto clean, energy saving, and I don't want a fan. I'm still cold. I'm freezing in here. I got this little bed sheet on me here. I mean, it's pretty. It looks like a little kimono or something, but um, I don't know what to say about that. I hate to bother the front desk again. I've been bothering that poor brother all day, all night, all evening, I should say, since I got here, with one thing or another. And I hate to. At least he's sitting nothing anyway, but that's no reason to bother people. Let me see. This is not working. Okay, you know what? I want to go switch off the main switch. I want to do this with this remote. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm not aiming it right. I don't know. I don't know. I'll never have good luck with air conditionings in hotels. I'm pressing, you see, I'm pressing this button. I don't know if you can see the little round red thing with a line in it. That's supposed to be an off button. And then I'm pressing this button that says off. I don't know if you can see the one that says off. There it is. Off. Um, right there. It says off. I'm pressing it. It's not turning off. I'm holding it. Maybe I need to go closer. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get closer to it. You know what? Uh, 1, I even shut off the switch. Oh, did it go off? It still didn't go off. I don't know what's the deal with this damn thing. I might shut off something that I need. There's nothing in to work properly. Oh my God. I don't want to spend my whole life playing around with this stupid air conditioner. You know what? I'm just gonna sit here. I hate to bother this guy again, but I do want to ask. I do want to ask him another question anyway. So anyway, let me just sip some more of my water. Well, this turns out to be a chat and sip. I should rename my channel the Darts Chat and Sip. Yeah, I'm trying to do a whole lifestyle change, and I think I'm gonna. Well, I don't know if I can afford to order this alkaline water on a regular basis. I'm not that chick. You know, I don't have money like that, but because that these were like 10 CDs a bottle, and this bottle is. Dang, I need my glasses for everything now. I can't even see how many liters this is. It's a fairly big bottle, but it was 10 CDs, and I bought two of them, hoping that I should have bought four, but I wasn't really thinking. Um, okay. It doesn't say how many liters it is. Let me see. Let me look on the bottom. Anyway, whatever. You figure it out. I'm done. I'm done trying to figure out stuff. It took me most of the evening to get on the internet. You know, the hotel manager had to come and give me, hook me up with the real code. Because the free Wi-Fi wasn't working. Couldn't get my phone to charge. They didn't have a charging station, so they brought me a little charging thingy that I can a USB adapter, and so now I got my phone charging because it was like on 22%, and even my power pack charger was on 30%, so it needs to be charged too. My smartwatch is gonna have to go on the charger later on. I don't even know what level it's at. Yeah, I just need to, and I need to recharge. I'm recharging my laptop, I'm recharging my phone and my watch and my uh, power pack charger, phone charger, portable phone charger. And when I'm done with this live, I'm going to get in that bubble bath and recharge myself as well. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I guess I've been on long enough. I want to give a shout out to this hotel. I don't know if it's okay to do that, but this place, ooh, if you ever want to get away, if you're in Ghana, in the greater Accra area, or if you're in Accra proper, or wherever you are in Ghana, you better bring your butt here. I mean, this place was wonderful as it was before they expanded. It was wonderful. It was nice. It was simple and small, and they had a small little pool, and they had well, they always had their little outdoor area where they had the band. Well, not a band. They had a DJ. Well, they still have a DJ. You can probably hear it in the background. But ooh, they and I used to come here to eat. Even after I got settled in, in my last two apartments, I would come back here just to eat because the food was just that good and the atmosphere was very nice. But wow, man, I'm here today and I know they were working on another section. They finished it and it is the bomb. Ooh, got a hot, well, like I just mentioned, hot tub. That's about preference. If you don't mind taking a bath with strangers, that's up to you. But it's a nice looking hot tub, and it's just the idea that they just went there. They have so many other little areas, and I just opened my curtains over here and noticed another pool. A big long lap pool. You can actually get in there and do laps and stuff. I don't swim, but it's nice to know that it's there. It's nice to know it's there. I'm excited to see, like, let's say if I don't come back here for another year or two, I'm excited to see what they're going to do, where they're going to take this next. You better bring your butts here. Where am I? Triple Hill Hotel in Malum Kasawa Road in Waja, Ghana. Oh my God. I just blew them up. You better bring your butt here 'cause they parties all night. And I'm not a complainer about music. I'll go to sleep, and wake up and y'all still jamming, not a problem. I'll jam with you and then go back to sleep, wake up. I don't have a problem with music blasting, in a hotel. I'm a party animal anyway. But man, I was in the other room. It was a lot smaller, and it's like the speaker was like right there at my window, and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna sleep. I'm never gonna get to sleep. But I was okay with it. And here, I'm a little bit further away from the music, so you can hear the music in the background. It's not like blasting right in my ear, but it's nice. It's a nice atmosphere, and it makes me feel like I'm somewhere having a good time, and I actually am with you guys. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel, DARTS, Diaspora and African Repatriation Tourism Service. Better bring your butts on out here to Ghana, man. Ghana is lit, baby. And this hotel, Triple Hill Hotel, is lit up. It's beautiful. I took some pictures phone. um I really don't feel like putting those pictures taking them from my phone to the laptop right now, to put them on this live. You just gonna have to come and see for yourself, okay? It's nice. It's really nice. So and it's affordable. It's very much affordable. It's like, greetings, Sister Abby. Thanks for sharing. Who is this here? Ayo, 1212. Hi, Ayo. How you doing? I was just getting ready to sign off, but since you're here, I'll stay and talk to you a little bit. Are you in Ghana? Where are you, Ayo? Are you in the U.S.? Are you in the U.K.? Where are you? Okay. Yeah, I'm about to sign off. I'm like, well, I'm sitting here talking to myself. I might as well sign off and go take a bubble bath. New York, my hometown. I was born and raised. I was born in Harlem, raised in the South Bronx, Fort Apache. Where New York? Well, you probably don't want to say where in New York are you, but that where in New York you are. But welcome, New York in the house. Okay, well, I'm in Ghana, and I've been here since October 2020, and I'm just beginning to enjoy Ghana after so much struggle, trying to secure housing, and then trying to find some type of enjoyment. And then trying to find some type of enjoyment. Oh, you're in Queens, okay. I never lived in Queens. I lived in Harlem. I lived in the Bronx. I lived in Brooklyn, but I never lived in Queens. I feel so inspired listening to you. Oh, thank you. Are you a subscriber, Ayo? Or have you did you hit the like button? If you like my videos. Uh I'm just happy to see you here. I'm really, really happy. I'm surprised because I was talking for like I'm pretty sure it was over an hour. Let me see. Well, yeah, just over an hour and 5 minutes. I've been talking. Well, about an hour, and now you're here. So I'm gonna stay on with you a little bit and everything. So I was talking about my topic was find a way or find some place to unwind, recharge, decompress, de-stress. This is what I'm doing because I don't know if you're a subscriber. I don't know if you're a subscriber or not. If you've seen my channel before, I'm usually, doing my lives or my recordings from home in Coco Bite, and I'm like, I need a change of scenery right now. I need a change of scenery because I mean everybody does sometimes. You just need to get away and do something nice for yourself. A new subscriber. Thank you, Aya, for subscribing to my channel. Yeah, so this is actually a topic that I have not touched on before because I didn't know I was going to need it as bad as I needed to get away. I saw the live that you did with Lisa. Oh, yes, that was so much fun. Oh, she's so wonderful. Yeah, Lisa Marie, the Higher Elevation channel, or was it the Afrocentric Home Design? I'm not sure which platform she was on, which of her YouTube channels she was doing it from, because I was in the other room getting dressed when she started the live, and then she's like, "Queen Mother, come in here and talk to the people," you know. So I definitely have to reciprocate and get her on my channel, on my lives, And when I'm done here, done staying here, playing Runaway, I'm going back to her house and we're gonna hang out some more. We're just gonna be back and forth doing whatever we do until we get in our apartments. And at some point I am gonna go home and start packing though, because ain't no move gonna happen until somebody start packing. No rhyme intended, So how long have you been in New York, or were you born and raised there in Queens or in New York, Io? Yeah, man. Oh, and the food here is really, really good. And I'm transitioning. I've been a struggling vegetarian for decades, backsliding, you know, I start off good, and then somebody invite me to a barbecue, and I'm fell off the wagon again. Ooh, yeah, give me some of that chicken. you know, and I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. And I was a fatty, fat back then. I was big. I was over 200 pounds, and now I'm under 100 pounds. So now I think I'm grown. Okay, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm cute. I'm grown. I'm little tiny, but I don't want to gain that weight back. Born in the Bronx, raised in Queens, I have been trying to relocate, but the mandates and lack of funds left me tied in New York. Yes, I know the mandates, that makes it so hard. And the lack of funds. Now, I'm going to tell you, I didn't have money to move to Ghana. However, when it's meant for you, it's gonna happen. And it must have been meant for me because that's I mentioned earlier in this live video that I stumbled across layaway plans. Even when I was planning my little mini vacations, I stumbled across layaway plans, and I stumbled across it again to pay for my plane ticket to get to Ghana. You could put something on man, shoot, I'm layaway queen back in the day, it's like, can you put it on layaway? Can I put it on layaway? Yeah, okay, bet. Oh man. And they shouldn't have never done that. I would still been in the United States if they didn't have layaway plans for traveling. So that was nice. So you can, you don't have to try to save money. You can just pay on it, pay on it, pay on it until it's paid. Your ticket is paid, and you work on getting your visa, and hopefully you already have everything. Did your military background give you the gumption to uproot and leave the US? Actually, it wasn't my military experience that gave me the option to do it. I'm gonna tell you, it was other YouTubers that did it before me. At Lisa Marie Goodson of the Higher Elevation channel. She was a Blackberry Beauty Academy back then. That's when I was watching her while I was in the U.S. And I watched that sister every day because she was so inspirational, and she still is. She done took it to another level for me now, because she inspired me to believe that I can. And she'll tell you herself, she came to Ghana to visit and stayed. She called back home, sell everything, send me the money. Hey, man, now that's gumption. She gave me the gumption. Um, Lance Scurv and his wife, Empress Lily Vegan, gave me the gumption. Um, who was it? The African superstar. Can't remember her name, but I don't see her that much on YouTube anymore. But she also gave me the gumption. There was so many people that gave me that inspiration and said, "Well, I'm here. I ain't got no money. You can do it too. You can get here. Get here." And the other thing was like, it wasn't just about coming to something, it was also about getting away from something else, you know. And I came here. Okay, you want to talk about gumption? People have talked about me in the word gumption, and they said, what was I? I was 65 years old. I'm 67 now. I came here in October of 2020, and I was disabled. I was fat. I was big, heavy. I had dropped some weight. I went because a year before I came here, I stopped eating rice, potatoes, pasta, meat, white sugar, white flour products, sweets. I was never a really sweet person, but I did like cake and ice cream every now and then. But I stopped eating. I cut all of that out. I started making sea moss smoothies and elderberry syrups, and I especially sea moss and sea moss salads with kale and everything, and just I have one meal a day, and I mean one small little meal, like the size of food that you could fit in a baby's bowl. Let me see. Yeah, wow. Yeah. And I went from 200 and something pounds. I think I was like 205 pounds to 185, and occasional cooked vegetables, but not too much. And no rice, no potatoes, nothing. Well, the only potato I did eat was a sweet potato, occasional sweet potato, because I like baked sweet potato with nothing on it, and so, but when I came to Ghana, I was 185 pounds and 185.20, and it's March 20. That was now. I'm under 100 pounds, still eating one small meal a day, but whoa, I I gotta go shopping. I ain't got no clothes to fit me. My panties don't fit. My bras don't fit. I got I'm still walking around with these fat clothes on, and they just hanging off of me. I was showing people my little outfit earlier because my clothes that I did bring with me didn't fit me. So I started taking head wraps. I took my head wraps and made outfits from them. Let me see if I can step back a little bit and show you this outfit. This is, ooh, let me pull this back up a little bit. This is actually my top, and this is a skirt. And it's supposed to be a skirt like around the waist, but I pull it up to the top because I didn't feel like putting no bra on today. So now you all know my business. You know all my business today. But yeah, this is my little outfit that I made from a head wrap, from a big piece of fabric that I used to wrap around my head. I made a skirt, a top, and I hand sew everything. I don't know if you can see the stitches there. Um, oh, there you go. Yeah, I gotta bring it up to where the camera is. I hand stitched all of my little outfits. I made several outfits out of head wraps so that I could have at least something that wasn't a fat dress, you know. And I only had like one pair of jeans and one pair of regular pants. The regular pants don't fit me at all. I took the jeans in last year, but now they need to be taken in again. They're just swimming on me. Uh, you know, I gotta go shopping. Oh, Orisha Bumi. How are you, sis? Oh, you're proud of me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on to the show, to the live. How are you? And where are you hailing from, Orisha Bumi? We got New York representing in the house, and me and Sister Ayo. Um, and yes, I was just talking about how we need to regroup. We need to sometimes go somewhere and unwind, recharge, replenish, refresh, decompress, de-stress, you know. And this is what I'm doing. I don't do this often. And this is the first time I just made a little getaway. I mean, I'm here in Ghana already, but I'm in North Carolina, NC, but I lived in Flushing, Queens for 4 years. Okay, wonderful. Welcome, North Carolina. Yes, and by way of Flushing, Queens, welcome. Yeah, I said, you know what? If I don't get out this house, I'm gonna implode. And so I was like, I'm doing this impromptu, wasn't playing anything, but I just needed it. And if you need it, do it. Don't hesitate. Too many people end up imploding, so for lack of a better term, when they need to get away, they they know they need something. They just don't want to give in to that need because, well, whatever reason, you don't want to spend the money, and or you don't have the money to spend, or you got other responsibilities and you got to take care of. And yeah, I got responsibilities and I don't have money, but sometimes you just have to just do it anyway. Well, find some money, put some money together, squeeze it, pack it, wrap it up, and whatever, and make it happen. Because what costs more than a simple little 2 day or 3 day getaway, what costs more than that is your medical bills or your psychiatric bills or whatever, you know. Um, because if you get to a breaking point and you break, then somebody's got to fix you, and that somebody's got to be paid, So it's better to pay for preventative, measures rather than to pay for the after effects. You said, Orisha Bumi, I agree. I think we African women have the tendency to neglect ourselves. Self care is vital to our physical, mental, and emotional health. And yes, and that's another reason why my sister, um, Lisa Marie, from the higher education, higher elevation channel. Oh my God, she's taken this inspiration to another level because I was telling Ayo that I was a struggling vegetarian for so many decades, and now meeting Lisa Marie, on YouTube as I was her subscriber and watching her every single day, getting up and so regimented. doing her yoga, doing her meditation, and the way she took, oh, her body phenomenal. I seen her in her little workout clothes and everything. She got a washboard stomach. I'm like, she's a superhero? Wow. Oh, wow. I was like, yeah, this is the girl here. This is the girl to learn from. So I am so awed by her stick to itiveness, if you will, because she ain't messing around. She ain't backing down either. She is on it. Let me see. Um, Orisha Bumi says, once you implode, it takes a while to rebalance and restore yourself. Unfortunately, learn the hard way. I feel you, because I have actually imploded before, but I bet you got it. But I bet you I got it now. Yeah, yeah, I have had a little bit of a breakdown before, a meltdown. I don't want to call it a breakdown. I'm gonna call it a meltdown. I've had a couple of meltdowns before, because sometimes things become too much, for a person to handle. And I didn't, at that time, I didn't have a support system at all, not from anybody. And I felt so alone and frightened, and I was like, ah! You're gonna spaz out every now and then. But I don't want to go down that road no more. So now I take preventative measures. And but getting back on track to what I was saying about Lisa Marie, she inspired me to come to Ghana, and now she's inspiring me to work out and tighten up my flabby little arms and everything and legs and my flabby little skinny body, because she tighter than a drum, and now she's going raw right now. She's eating raw foods. And I used to love it when I was eating raw foods. I felt so strong. I felt so vibrant. I felt like my antennas were really up there. The ancestors or the creator was downloading to me, and I was picking it up, because I was very empathetic, and able to receive information when you don't clog up your body with the dead food. I'm just gonna put it out there, and the wrong food. When you raw vegetables, raw fruits, raw juices, like that you juice in a blender. You juice your raw fruits and vegetables, or just raw vegetables in a blender. You feel so energetic. And drinking, I was showing people with my alkaline water. I just bought it today. I went to what was it? The WEB Dubois Center. Today was Saturday. Well, it's still Saturday, and they have a bunch of vendors out there. And this particular vendor, Chief Nomo Oasis, and his family sell this wonderful um, alkaline water. This is my first time tasting it. It's delicious. When water tastes good, you're gonna drink more of it. And I certainly needed it. I needed to, really recharge, rejuvenate. As my buddy Lead Farmer 73 says, guava. I asked him, I said, why do you say guava before you drink something? He never answered me. But maybe one day he will answer me. I don't even know if he watches my channel or not as much as I watch his. But guava, yes, indeed. Why am I wrapped around? Why do I have this thing wrapped around me? It looks like a kimono. It's actually, I took it right off the bed because I was cold and there's no bathrobe here. I didn't come prepared. I was trying to turn the AC off and trying to turn it down, and I'm pressing button after button, anything that says off, and it's just not working. Uh, you know what? I'm done. With that. But now, oh, Felicia. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me just backtrack a little bit. Orisha Bumi says, yes, the homie is resilient. She learns what she needs to learn from a given situation, and she moves on. Yes, she does. That's very true. And Felicia Brown, hello, Queen Mother, much love. Hi, Felicia Brown, how are you? I'm a new subscriber, so happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here. Welcome. Thank you for coming on to my live. And Orisha Bumi says, "You look great, sis. Get you some weights that will help with toning your muscles. But you do look good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I want to I want to probably I'm not gonna get the weights that Lisa has, that the Queen Mother Dahomey has. She got the man weight. She be pumping that. I seen her do it. I seen her for myself with my own two eyes. And I'm like, I went to lift the weight that she lifts. She's like, da da da. Yeah, and she's not chewing gum, but she's just, doing it like it ain't nothing. I went to pick it up to move it across the room, and I'm like, I almost pulled a back muscle or something. Like, I can't lift this thing. And I know I used to lift weights. I was a bodybuilder for some time, martial artist and everything in a different time. And I was in the military. But now that I've lost the weight, I've lost muscle, I've lost strength. So I need to get that back. And she's inspiring me because I'm like, she is so tiny, but so strong. Woo, she's strong. So I need to get there. And I don't know how long she's been doing yoga for a long time. She's been doing, and she used to dance, I understand. So she's done a lot of wonderful things to take care of her body. But this, the weights and everything, I'm impressed with it. And the raw foods she's sticking to. She's promised that she made to her body. She's taking good care of her body. And I mean, I'm awed by her because I like the fact that she works hard at maintaining that body. She worked hard to get that body. She works even harder to maintain that body. And then on top of it, she rewards herself. She goes to the spa, I think maybe once a week or something. She puts in her body temple only the best of the best of the best of raw foods. She adorns herself. You seen her lately? Go with them rings, the big giant ring cover up all her knuckles and stuff. I call them brass knuckles. Pow pow. She can knock the wind out of somebody with them things, or at least make an imprint in their face. Like, no, how did you get that unk on your face, dude? Messing around. I insulted somebody, and I was punched with a big ass ring. Oh my gosh. But no, she's inspiring me to get back on my regimen, to work out. And like you said, who was that? Orisha Bumi, I am going to get some weights after I move. I'm not going to make any more purchases, until I get into my new apartment. But I am going to get some weights. But I'm not going to get the ones that she has, the big metal bar with the black metal cookies that go on the ends. I'm going to get the little punk weights. I shouldn't call them punk weights. The little colorful ones, because they little and they're brightly colored, neon colored, pink and yellow and green according to the size, the weight that they are. But they are not a slouch. You get the right size weight. It's still 5 pounds is 5 pounds, whether it looks like a manly man, weight, or if it looks like a girly girl weight. It's still 5 pounds. It's still gonna kick your behind, trying to lift it up and everything. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing I'm working on my raw food. I'm working on that. I got a nice raw salad for my meal for today and this evening. And I said, well, they give you a lot of food here. I ordered a salad. It's like a mountain. That's gonna take me like at least 4 days to finish. But they one nice thing is the hotel manager offered to put my salad. Well, She gave me a what do you call it, a styrofoam plate, and I was able to put my salad in the styrofoam and fit it in the refrigerator because the big plate that it was on didn't fit in my. And so yeah, so that, oh man, so yeah, so that, oh man, so that's good. That's a step in the right direction, and I'm anxious to get in my new space so that I can start my new life. Okay, where are we here? IO 1212 says also the hot sun will get you sweating in no time. A detox, yes, yes. There's like a sweat lodge out. Oh, in the daytime, it is a sweat lodge, and at this time of the evening, it's not so bad, you know, and especially it looked like it was going to rain. I don't know if it actually did rain hard. It drizzled earlier, and that's when it cools off a little bit. But during the day, that hot sun feel like somebody is ironing you. Ironing you. Just, yeah, let's just straighten her out, you know? Ooh, man. Or just sitting the iron on you. Oh, yeah, it's hot. But, you know, it's Africa. That's what I came here for, you know? Why? Because I don't like to be cold. You know, had them turn this air conditioner up because I don't have an air conditioner in Coco Vite. I don't need one. I got these ceiling fans the size of helicopter wings. I got these ceiling fans the size of helicopter wings, and they blow your skirt up, man. They blow your hair back. They blow your skin back on your face. That those those air conditioners. I mean, those ceiling fans ain't playing. So I haven't needed an air conditioner since I've been here. But this thing, it is freezing in here. That's why I'm all wrapped up in this bed skirt, whatever this thing is. I took it off the bed, you know, little decoration that they put on the beds. But it's making me feel a little warm and cozy right now. Yes, indeed. Um, Orisha Bumi says, "Were you in the army, Queen?" Yes, I was. I was in the U.S. Army, and I went in '78, and I got out in '84, and then I went back in 2000. No, I went back in 1999, and then in 2001, I got in a bus accident and injured myself. You see the walker off to the side there. So I walk with a walker. I don't need it to walk. I need it to sit down when I can't walk anymore if my knees or my back gives out. So I injured my spine in three places. That's what I was saying earlier. I was a badass. You know, I came here, big old fat girl, disabled, with a walker, 65 years old, came over here by myself to Ghana. I said, you know what? I'm just going to relocate. That's some gumption right there, too. That was gumption. Mm-mm. I'm getting a sore throat here. This is, um, I probably am detoxing, like someone said earlier. Let's see. Boomy, Orisha Boomy's laughing. And Orisha Bumi says, yes, the homie is the epitome of self-love. Yes, she is. But she's not just the epitome of self-love. She spreads that wealth. She knows how to love on you, knows how to treat a person. She shows kindness and generosity. She's the real deal. She's a wonderful person. Felicia Brown says the heat is healing. We need that. Oh, yes, it is. You know, I could use some of that heat from earlier this afternoon right now. Oh, it's like, okay. Orisha Bumi says, me too, stationed in Korea, Fort Knox and Fort Jackson. Well, Fort Jackson, is that Mississippi, I think? Something like that. Orisha Bumi, yes, you are a badass. Oh boy. But I'll tell you one thing, you know, my family back in the US, they're like, so when you coming home? I'm like, I am home. Didn't you get the memo? I am home. But When I got here to Ghana after a 25-hour flight and two long layovers, one in Montreal, Canada, and one in Brussels, when I finally got to Ghana, I was ready to burn my suitcases. I'm like, I ain't leaving this. I'm not getting on no more planes. I'm done. I'm badass. Just badass getting here, coming back, getting there, coming back. I'm not doing that again. That's. Oh my god. I thought about it. But then also, and I came here during the COVID when COVID just kicked in. I was here October 2020. And that kind of the did I say the c word out loud? Oops, I guess YouTube gonna ban me for that. But anyway, I came here. I was, like, oh, protocols, shutdowns. Let me get the heck up out of here before I get locked down in here and can't ever get out. That was my mindset after a certain point. Because I had just wrote a play and I was getting ready to put this play on. I wrote the play on the plane coming home from a vacation resort because I had such a great time and my mind was so clear. I was able to just focus and write. And I wrote the play on the plane coming home. Couldn't wait to get home to start buying props and finding actors. I'm actually wheezing now. And finding venues and putting on this play. And then they were like, "Well, we getting ready to lock people down, and this we getting ready to do this. I was like, well, you know what? Let me just get my ticket and get on out of here. I don't want to be here. Doing all of this. So I was dragging my feet and straddling the fence. But when you start feeling like if you don't move, you're gonna lose, an opportunity. I jumped at it and said, let me just start this. I came here on a layaway plan. They had a layaway plane ticket, so like, yeah, I'm getting over here. And I'm telling you, it was not easy. Finding housing for African diasporans is not easy. Some of these landlords, well, I'm going to tell you, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you now, they want a year's rent in advance. That's the problem. And if, as a person that was born and raised in New York, I thought 1 month's rent, 1 month security, and another month just because we hate you. In the US, I thought that was hard. Trying to move, you got to have your rent 3 times over in order to move into an apartment. They ain't got nothing on Ghana. 1 year in advance, 2 years in advance, 3 years in advance. Some of them want. Who got that kind of money? Oh, come on, man. What? And the thing is that when they see that you're an African from the diaspora, they up the price. They up the price. Or they won't let you in the door at all. Get off my property. We don't want your kind here. Like, and it's not everybody. It's not every Ghanaian. It's not every landlord. But I'm going to tell you, one day I'm going to just do a whole story on what I went through from the time I landed in Ghana to up until now, or whenever, up until the present. It's gonna make you cry. It made me cry just thinking about it just now. And I hope that the worst is behind me because I can't take another hit from another landlord. And I don't mean physically hit. I mean, I can't take any more rejection. I can't take any more abuse. I can't take any more neglect, whatever it is they think they're going to do. Or I can't take any more rip-offs. I'm done with all of that. South Carolina is Fort Jackson. Oh, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I don't know how I thought Mississippi. Thank you, Risha Boomy. Risha Boomy says they didn't get the memo. You are home queen. Yes, you are a pioneer. I'm actually a baby pioneer because there are people, I'm starting to meet more African diasporans now, and some of them been here for 45 years. Like, what was I doing 45 years ago? Making a baby. My son is 45 years old, my third son. So I'm like, man, I can only imagine what people, there's people that have come back and forth, been coming back and forth for the past 20 years or 30 years or whatever. Uh, I can only imagine what they've gone through. I've only been here like a little less than a year and a half, and I'm already, I'm not discouraged. I'm just whipped. I'm whipped. But, I'm hard headed also. Stubborn, hard headed. I ain't giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to love on Ghana until Ghana learns how to love back on me. You know, I ain't giving up that easily. Let's see. Orisha Bumi says that's unfortunate that diasporans are being treated too unfair, so unfair. I decree that you will not be treated unfairly anymore. Ashe, oh, yes, indeed. I believe it. I did a video. Was it a live? I don't think it was a live video. It might have been just a uploaded video that I did, because and it was titled "Invited to the Party but Rejected at the Door." And I was in my feelings when I did that video because I used to watch the president, the Ghanaian president. I loved him back in the day when I was still in the U.S., or I call it the divisive states, the DS, divisive stakes, not states, but stakes, as in higher stakes or lower stakes, but and definitely divisive. I used to watch him every Sunday evening. I think it was Sunday afternoon. I think he did his videos, his speeches at around 8 p.m. on Sunday nights in Ghana, but it would be 4 p.m. in the US. And I watched him. Excuse me. And I liked him, and um and he was inviting diasporans, come home. This is where you belong. Da 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 da. So he's the one inviting me to the party. Then when I get to the door, who invited you, oh Bruni? You're not welcome here. Get off my property. That I don't know how many people party or used to party or whatever back in the day, but usually when I'm invited to a party by, let's say, Jackie, I'm just making up a fictitious name, Jackie, invite me to a party. When I get there, Jackie opens the door. Francesca, get on in here, girl. Come on, have a drink, take a sit down, meet the people, whatever. But this party a little bit different, you know. Jackie might have invited me to the party, but Janet is the one that opened the door, and Janet says, I ain't never liked you, and I'm not gonna stay at the same party as you, but I'm not leaving. So you need to leave. I'm not saying people are told straight up that I need to leave Ghana or anything, but there are some people that will give you that impression that they don't want you here as an African diaspora. You're gonna take their jobs. If you're not a citizen, you can't work here. Hello, read a book. You know, uh, I'm so mean sometimes. Also, some of them may think you here to take their man. I don't want your man. No, I don't want your man. I think me and Lisa Marie had a little conversation on her live yesterday about why we don't want your man. Keep him. Keep him. We don't want your man. Okay, we good. I'm good. She good, but she got a wonderful man. She's her and her man. They every relationship go through their little ups and downs. but they more up than down. They doing it. They doing it, and I just love the idea of them two together. They're just so cute. They are so cute together, and they take care of each other. So that's good. Nothing wrong with that. But that's a one in a million situation. Not gonna find that normally in Ghana, at least as far as I know. You know, um, I've met some people. It's a different culture here. And if you're an independent woman, you've been independent most of your life. I'm not gonna speak for you. I'm gonna speak for me. Let me see. Orisha Bumi says, I bet you are tired, Queen, but you got this. Ashe. Orisha Bumi also says, I am so inspired by you. You got this, Queen. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Orisha Bumi. Yeah, the men here, well, I say the men and the women here, they cut from a different cloth. And if you're a woman that's been some women here, like, I told you I've been in the military, I used to bodybuild, I'm a martial artist, um, and, a born again martial artist because I studied martial arts before my accident. And then I started studying again after the accident to learn how to defend myself as a disabled person. Not many people know how to do that, but my nephew-in-law taught me, and he taught me some stuff, some killer stuff. I shouldn't say the word killer, but some serious stuff to defend myself. And I'm very happy that I learned it. It gave me a new lease on life. It made me feel more confident going out, and just living my life, knowing that I have an exit ramp. If somebody decides that they're gonna try to hurt me, I hurt back. It hurt a lot too. I hurt your ancestors. And it was a few little quick little moves. Bat bat bat. You done. You done. Next. Who's next? Come grab my purse. Please. Somebody come grab my purse. Let's see. Oh yeah, so yeah, I am tired of Orisha Bumi. I'm actually exhausted. I got up about I think somebody woke me up about 3:30 this morning with the phone. That somebody from California somewhere, called me on the phone. And it's like 8 hours behind us, so they didn't think nothing of it. They didn't actually look and see that it was 3:30 here. But I woke up, I talked to them. I don't know what I told them. I probably told them the cow jumped over the moon. I don't know what I told them. But we talked a little bit. It was somebody soliciting me for a show. But so it was okay. But I couldn't get back to sleep after that. So I stayed up, and I did some prayers and some meditation and everything. And then Lisa and I was at Lisa's house, and Lisa and I were talking for some time, and we had breakfast. And you know, I normally eat once a day, but I wanted to eat what she was eating. I wanted to taste her what she does for breakfast. It was delicious. It was really, really, really delicious. She made a nice type of vegan. I don't know. I don't know if to call it cereal or it was kind of like a smoothie in a bowl. Yeah, there you go, smoothie in a bowl with chunks of fruit in it. Yeah, so it was delicious. So I ate a little bit of that with her, and some leftover food that I had from a restaurant the night before, or whatever. And I was set, and then we took our time getting ourselves together because we had to go to the WEB Du Bois Center. So that's where she fresh fruits and vegetables from a farmer's market that goes there once a week to sell. And so, then after that, the sky looked like the heavens were about to open. So she got in her cab, I got in my cab, and she was going home. And I was coming here where I am now, at Triple Hill Hotel. to just find, recharge, and regroup. You know, because like I said earlier in the video, you would, if you watch the replay, you'll see that I was mentioning that I'm in the process of moving from Coco Vitae to somewhere more, less out, let's say, not more anything, but less isolated, somewhere more less isolated. I keep saying more, uh, and so, but the moving process again, I'm going through this situation with landlords. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Oh man, you gotta know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. You can't trust nobody. Virtually, I ain't gonna say ever, nobody ever, but it's like finding a needle in a haystack to find someone that you can trust to give your money to, that they gonna actually hand you the keys when you give them the money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that lightly, like, but it ain't that easy. Like I said, you gotta pay some places a year in advance rent, 12 months. Instead of paying 1 month rent, 1 month security, you paying 12 months rent. Why are the landlords so cutthroat? It's greed and corruption and selfishness and a whole bunch of combinations of stuff, and hatred for, I don't want to say hatred. Hatred is a strong word, but a disdain, dislike for what they call a Bruni. Well, Bruni is a derogatory term meaning foreigner, and in some people's translation it means white person, and you can see I'm clearly not white, but they don't, some of them don't like us, some of them don't want us in their places for whatever reason, and then some of them do want us. They just, well, bring money, they want your money, but they don't want you, you know some people would rather have you just put a big old bag of money on the plane and you stay back in wherever you came from. You stay there. Just put your money on the plane and send it here. That's how some people behave. Nobody's ever said that to me, but that's how they behave. Just bring the money and you stay home wherever you came from, or just get on the plane, drop off a big bag of money and leave. You know, when I came here, I wanted to embrace the local indigenous Ghanaians as my siblings. And, and I felt like a long lost child. And I think I might have mentioned it in another video of mine. I felt like if somebody had kidnapped a child, a young child, and kept that young child away for like maybe 10 years or something, and that child manages to escape from its kidnappers or his or her kidnappers and find their way back home to their parents, and they knock on the door, and it's only been 10 years, but they knock on the door and the parents are like, who are you? What do you want? I'm your child. No, you're not. Blam, slam the door in your face. Don't get your foot caught in the door now. Get on out of here. You know, that's how I feel. Coming here wanting to embrace what I feel to be my siblings, only to be rejected, or at the most ignored. You know, it's not a good feeling. And I'm not saying all of this to discourage anyone from repatriating to Ghana or anywhere in Africa. I'm saying this to let you know to leave that romanticism where you are and come, and don't bring any expectations of anything good or bad. Just come with wisdom and patience. You know, it's going to take a lot of patience, it's going to take a lot of wisdom, and keep your head on a swivel, because, it's like, You got to watch over your shoulder. You got to watch your own back. There's nobody coming with you that's going to watch your back for you. There's nobody that's already here that's going to watch your back for you. You have to watch your back and stay alert and stay informed. You have to learn where to go, where not to go, who is legit and who is not. There's just a lot to learn. And unfortunately, many of us diasporans are learning the hard way. So when Sister Orisha Bumi says, you're a pioneer, I may not be the first pioneer. I may be a baby pioneer because, here it is 2022 and I'm just here. But there are people that have been here for 45 years. The African diasporas that have been here for 45 years. Some been here for 30. Some been here longer or shorter. But they've been here a lot longer than me. And I was saying earlier, I can't even imagine what they must have been going through when they got here, because I know what I went through and what I'm still going through. You know, that's why I'm here in this hotel trying to decompress. Because I was about to blow a gasket. Sorry, I was like, the past 3 to 4 weeks have been so stressful for me, trying to find a place and going and looking at places, talking to people, and people say, "Oh, don't worry, I'll find you a nice place," and you never hear from them again, or come check out this place, you're gonna love this place, and you go there and it's like, ew! Oh, hell no! Oh nope. So, but wait, you gotta be nice and polite. They at least show you the place, and maybe they thought it was something that you might like, but your own taste. You know what you like, and you know what you don't like. So, and you thank them politely and say, "Well, I'm gonna go away and think about it," and you go away and think about it. But you don't say that in front of them. That's not nice. But you thank them. Thank you for showing me the place. I appreciate it. I'll get back to you. But and I'm tired. I am tired of that. So let's see. What do we have here? Uh, Felicia Brown says, "I wonder if they would do that to Europeans." They don't. I don't see a lot of Europeans here. Once in a while, you'll see about 2 or 3 of them all huddled together or something. Oh boy, I'm gonna get ate tonight, and not in a good way. um, yeah, they think Europeans have money, so they think some people. I'm not gonna say all, but some people think that Europeans got all the money. So, oh yeah, come do this. Bring money. You know. um. So yeah, I don't know, but I haven't heard any European YouTubers in Ghana that have been discriminated against. I don't hear from YouTubers that are European that are in Ghana at all. I don't know how many YouTubers are European that are in Ghana. So I haven't heard. Oh, Risha Bumi says, "Is there a diasporan community neighborhood? It would be good to integrate with our brothers and sisters, but my goodness, that this is disappointing." Yes, there are few and scattered out, in strategic places. It's getting colder in here. This thing is not turning off. I'm gonna have to bother this guy one more time. I'm probably gonna just call him on the phone because I'm freezing. Ugh. Anyway, it is they what was the question again? Let me see. Oh yeah, there are several communities. Well, maybe not several, but a few that I know of. Communities. Some even from the Caribbean. From Jamaica, some and there are some African diasporan communities. up in maybe Cape Coast, and there's another community that's actually building in Tetegu, in Greater Accra, and there's I think East Legon may have some communities, but they're yeah, there's few and far between, I guess, and scattered. But yeah, that's actually, that's how they get started, by someone just saying just what you said, Arisha Bumi. Just if there's not it, and so that's where how people got it started. And I'm pretty sure that some of the communities have been started by people who have been here a long time and said, we need to help people that are coming here. And I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons why, after being here for some time, I started this DARTS channel, the Diaspora and African Repatriation Tourism Service, because these are the kind of things I want to talk about with you, my subscribers, and my new subscribers, and people who haven't yet subscribed, but who, just kind of watch to see, who I am and where I'm going with this. And if you're considering relocating to Ghana, and if you're considering relocating to Ghana, because that Ghana is all I know. I've been here. I came here in 1988, and now I'm full. On my mother's side, are from Benin, and on my father's side, my people are from the Cameroon and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. But I chose Ghana because I like Ghana. I liked it since my first visit here in 1988, and I still do like it, whether it likes me or not, you know. And so, yeah, communities, and I agree that the diasporans, sometimes we do need to just kind of be there to support each other in different ways, and there's strength in numbers as well. Orisha Bumi says, "True queen, true wisdom, and caution is needed." Yes, caution is definitely needed. And like, back in the day, like told you, I'm a party animal. I used to like to go out and party, hang out, come home on a milk truck, as my auntie used to say. But the real deal, I've come home carrying my shoes about 9 o'clock in the morning, carrying my shoes home. You had a good time when you got to carry your shoes, and the church people are coming out of church. They ain't going to church. They coming out of church. I'm coming out the club with holding my shoes in my hand, looking for a taxi. You had a good time. Man, I would party from about 5 o'clock Friday till, I'd say, about 9 o'clock Sunday morning, maybe 10 o'clock Sunday morning. I was in it to win it. I don't do that no more. And especially not here. You coming to Ghana, you're a foreigner, as they want to call us, and I don't like that term, because we were stolen from here. We belong here. We was African citizens when we were stolen. Now all of a sudden we foreigners. How did that happen? But anyway, I digress. You look like a foreigner, and you out at night by yourself, you gonna get done. Okay? Don't do it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Unless you in a large group, or some kind of group, maybe 3 or 4 or whatever. I consider that a large group. Um, 1 or 2 people. Don't want to be out there at night trying to party, going to a party, coming home from a party. Get somewhere and stay there and party, and stay there and come home the next morning. Well, like I used to do, right? Come home the next morning when it's safe to do so. Don't be traveling around at night in Ghana by yourself, if you're a female traveling here, to even if you're just touring, if you're just visiting, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not safe here at all for that, you know. Um, and, I mean, that's kind of advice that I would give any female anywhere in the world. You know, you don't want to really be out at night anywhere by yourself, coming home from a party looking all sexy and delicious and everything. That's a, and it's a shame that I even have to go there. But unfortunately, there are some unscrupulous people in the world who will try to take advantage of a lonely female. Well, I don't want to say lonely, but a female out in the street in the middle of the night alone. That number one, they're gonna take advantage of you. But also here in Ghana, I'll just say some people will look at you with the side eye. What are you doing out here this time of night? You know, minding my business, are you? You know, but you can't say those kind of things here. People here in Ghana are super polite and everything, but yeah, I'm partying right now. I'm sitting here in this chair, freezing to death with this foolish air conditioner. I'm going to get them to turn it off at some point when I finish this live, and I'm having a great time. There's music playing in the background. I don't know what they sing about, but it's nice. Um, I'm drinking some delicious alkaline water. Ooh, that's all I want to drink right now. I'm just kind of flushing out my system, and so I'm going to be eating raw fruits and raw vegetables and drinking alkaline water or drinking water, period, until I get myself cleaned out, and then I'm going to start, really taking better care of myself and leaving this delicious, delicious Ghanaian food alone. You know, I mean, it's only so much soup and stew and fufu and baku that you can eat before you start feeling. Well, I won't speak for you. I'll speak for myself. Before I start feeling not myself in my digestive system. So, because I'm not used to eating that on a regular basis, I'm used to having my smoothies and salads. And it's not that I can't get to salads and, well, smoothies, I don't have a blender. So I had my first smoothie in day morning. Oh, this morning, well, yeah, I had a smoothie. Today I had a smoothie in a bowl. But yeah, so because Lisa has a blender. So, she made a smoothie. She made enough for me and her. And it was delicious. But that's what I'm used to eating. I'm used to having my raw salads and everything. They really partying now. And, but I got to Ghana and I went buck wild. Like, oh, food, yummy, yummy. Let's eat it. Let's try this. Let's try that. Don't be trying everything. Your stomach ain't used to that. You're gonna do one of two things. Your stomach is either gonna shut down and not let anything out ever again, or it's gonna cut loose everything you ever ate, and it ain't gonna stop running until you drink some rice water or something to bind you up a little bit. Don't play with this food, man. If you're not used to eating like that, don't play around. Don't mess around. Get like I did, and then it's like you gotta flush out your system and start eating right. You know. Yeah. So I think I'm going to turn in. I have a date tonight with a bubble bath. I got a bathtub. I didn't remember seeing a bathtub when I was here, but I probably didn't pay it any mind because I don't think I realized when I first got here in 2020 that normally they don't have bathtubs in apartments in Ghana, but apparently hotels do. This one does. And oh, a hot bath. I haven't had a hot bath in years. And don't be going around telling people that Queen Mother Francesca Abbey hadn't had a bath in years. I said a hot bath. Don't get it twisted. A hot bubble bath. I have not had a hot bath. Oh my goodness. So this gonna be the place to come to and hang out. That now I know they got bathtubs. I'm bringing all my spa stuff, and salt scrubs, and I'm bringing the works. I'm gonna work on myself and heal myself from the inside out here at Triple Hill Hotel in Waja, Ghana. I'm going to heal myself from the inside out. But for now, I didn't bring all my supplies. I didn't bring a whole lot of stuff anyway. But I'm going to definitely have me a hot bath. And I think I'm going to turn in. And tomorrow's a new day. My check-in time was at 3 o'clock. I got here about 4:45 because I was stuck in traffic coming from Accra to here. So, Orisha Bumi says, "Good night, Queen. A hot bath sounds relaxing." Oh my God, it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna curl up. I'm gonna get this guy to turn this air conditioner off first, and then I'm gonna run me a nice hot bath. Then sit there and cry and pray and heal, and then I'm going to crawl up in that bed and sleep until noon. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you so much, everyone. Arisha Bumi, Ayo, let me see, Felicia. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. You really made my night. You made my party. Y'all know how to throw some slamming parties, man. I'm having a great time, but I am exhausted. So, and it's time for me to take care of me. And you do the same. Take care of you. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I know that each of you said that you were new subscribers. Welcome. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I am trying to get my numbers up so that I can get monetized and have another source of income to to support myself, since foreigners, as I hate that word, are not allowed to work until you become citizens. So if you don't have a good source of income, or if your source of income is, well, I have a source of income, a steady. I'm retired. I have a steady source of income, but it's not always enough. So I need more. And I'm not asking anybody to give me anything. I just subscribe, bring in more subscribers, hit the like button, comment like you've been doing and everything, so that I can get my numbers up. I don't know how I cut my finger. And so that I can get monetized, because you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order to become monetized, and get money for the advertisements. But I have like 115 subscribers, nowhere near 1,000. So yes, please help a sister out. Help me grow my channel so I can bring you more content. Because then, I mean, if I get an extra source of money, a supplemental source of money from YouTube, monetization and ads, then I can get on the Trotros, I can get on the VIP buses, and travel to different places like nobody's ever done that before. But you're going to get it from my perspective this time. Not everybody else's. That all the other YouTubers got their perspectives. I got mine. And you're going to find out what I find out as I'm finding it out. So help a sister out so that we can all travel together. You where, and I'm here. I'm doing the heavy lifting. I'm going to be getting on the Trotros or on the VIP buses and going from neighborhood to neighborhood. Well, when I say neighborhood, like maybe I will go and visit the Upper Volta. Maybe I will go and visit Cape Coast. I haven't been anywhere yet. I ain't seen Ghana yet. I've seen the mall and the art center, and that's pretty much it. That's a shame. You've been here a year and a half, and that's all you saw. Shame, shame. I ain't ashamed. I seen a Kasawa market. It's an outdoor market where you get to anything, basically, almost anything, you know. But I haven't been here like a tourist. I haven't toured. I haven't seen the botanical gardens. I haven't been to the zoo. I haven't been anywhere really, you know. So I can go and take you with me. Okay? Anyway, let me stop talking. I'm just running my mouth. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed. Thank you, my new subscribers. And those of you who are watching who have not commented, and let me see, because I don't know. Oh, six watching, six watching, and 10 likes. Hey, well, I'm happy. Thank you so much. And good night to all of you. I've had a wonderful time with you. And I'll be back on. I'm going to try to jump on every day. Looking forward to your master class. Oh, yeah, Felicia, it's going to be on and popping. Oh, man. You have a drum, Felicia? You have a drum? Or are you going to use something? I was suggesting that if you don't have a drum, by the time we do the master class in May, if you haven't purchased a drum yet, I think even I think Lisa Marie said she could help you find a drum. I can suggest some places, I guess, you know. But I would also suggest I would use a bucket. Turn the bucket upside down. Boo-doo-doo-doo. You can use. I, as a drummer, I've been drumming since I was a baby. I would use anything that had a sound, a table, a bucket, a box, my pillow. What is that? Oh, anything that has a surface. Drum, even I used to drum on my brother's head. I didn't care. The head had a sound to it, a good sound. Pop, 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 whatever, you know. And it's been a pleasure. IO 1212 says it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Queen. I have my drum and cannot wait. Ooh, I'm excited now. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it as well. So, you ladies, you have a blessed night and don't forget to take good care of yourselves because don't wait for anybody to do it for you. Don't wait for anybody to say, hey, let's go here, let's go there, let's go do this. No, just do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself well. Treat yourself right. And other people will look at how you treat yourself and they'll know that if I'm going to step to her, I'm going to have to treat her right because look how she treats herself, you know? And with that note, good night, everyone. I love you. Mwah.